This next category are graphic and poster effect adjustments. So we have threshold, posterize, and invert. These have, what they have in common is that they are um, adjustments that really take what you start with and they drastically change it. So they're going to reduce an image down to fewer colors, fewer tones, make it just black and white, very, binary. It's either black or white. They can flip colors around or flip values around into their opposites. And so simplifying visuals, making what started out as photos into more just like graphic elements. Um, and then oftentimes those become the basis of something that you incorporate into a design. You maybe bring it into Illustrator, use it as the basis of some vector art that you make, or it's prep for a silkscreen or a stencil that you're producing. But starting with a photo and then beginning with essentially flattening and simplifying it. So let's start with threshold. So threshold is one that is going to essentially, here's the photo I want to start with. It will take all information in a photo and it will turn it either to black or white. And if we click on the slider here, you can see there is this slider. This is your threshold slider, and this represents the range of values in the image. So any pixels that are brighter than wherever you set the threshold will turn to white, and any pixels that are darker than the threshold will turn to black, and there's no in between. It's wherever you set this at, it's either going to turn white or it's going to turn black. And so you can sort of slide this around and determine the level of detail you want. And then, something like this is fairly complicated, but again, this is something you could bring into Illustrator now, and you could do an image trace or, use this as the basis of something that you turn into a vector element of some kind. Another example, and this one I think will show the slider off in a slightly different way too. So we have this image here. This is what it looks like without any threshold adjustment on it, and you can see it's already sort of a gradation of values. So when we put this on, again, that cutoff of what it tolerates is either going to be black or white. Anything lighter becomes white, anything darker becomes black, and as we go further and further and further, there's less that's going to be tolerated as white, and more and more becomes black. So you can clearly see that translating the values here into black or white in a pretty hopefully easy to understand and grasp way. So yeah, that is threshold.